Hi, this is Jodi with Strength and Wisdom Tarot, here to do the mid-February readings for all the zodiac signs. This one is going to be for Scorpio. So please keep in mind that these are general readings, so just take what resonates with you and leave the rest. And I want to thank everyone who has liked, shared, subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much. And I'm also looking for anyone who has an artistic talent. I do have an empty wall behind me, as you can see, and I'd like to find some new logos for my company, Strength and Wisdom. It does have a lion and an owl on it, so any creative ideas, I'd love to post them and share them with everybody. And you can send that to strengthandwisdom@gmail.com if you would. So Scorpio, let's find out what's going on with you. Scorpio. Wow. Got some conflict going on here, Scropio. At the bottom of the deck, good card, you have the Nine of Cups. This is the Yes card. This is the Wish Coming True card. So if there's something you wished for, or hoping for, Scorpio, looks like you could get it. So let's get into this reading here. So, what signifies you in this Celtic cross is the Six of Cups. And this is the card of nostalgia, thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past. And it could be anything, something from your childhood, old friendships, old relationships. And this is signifying you. Now what's crossing you is the Five of Swords. What's helping or hindering you. And this is the hollow victory. This is the no one really wins card. I mean, yeah, you might have won an argument. You might have won, you know, some sort of victory to yourself. But in the end, no one really wins. And this is what's helping or hindering you, Scorpio. And it's kind of funny that I said hollow victory, because in your foundation, you have the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is a victory. Coming back from a battle victorious, conquering something, beating something like maybe an addiction or a long time struggle, and you come back. Now you're feeling victorious. Maybe feeling victorious about something in the past. So let's see, Scorpio. Your overall crowning energy is the Hierophant. And I look at this card as faith and hope. It's also institutions, learning institutions, higher knowledge. But it's also structure. It's also doing things by the books and doing things the way that you believe that they should be done. And that's the overall energy. So Scorpio, it seems like you have a victory, possibly a hollow victory, about something that you were very religious about, something that you were very, very structured in. Like, this is the way it has to be done. this is how it's supposed to be done. And in the past, you have the Six of Swords. And this is a moving away from a situation. This is from going to calmer waters. This is in your past. Scorpio, did you move away from a situation? A situation that you had to speak your mind? Because it's how you believe the situation to be, or the relationship, or the business. Because into your future, you have the Seven of Pentacles. And this is planting your seeds, taking care of it, see what you get back as a harvest. It's also seeing if this was really worth it. Did you get out of it what you put into it? Maybe by speaking your mind, staying in your truth. That you said what you had to say, do what you had to do, coming out of a difficulty. And you had to move away from it. And waiting to see if it was even worth it. How people see you in your spread, Scorpio, is the Seven of Wands. Now this is standing your ground. You believe what you believe in, thus the Hierophant. And just defending it. Defending yourself. Scorpio, there's a lot of defending here. And feeling you got a victory in something. Because this is coming back from a battle. This is a battle. This is a battle. And what's in your environment that's around you is a Knight of Swords. The Agony card. Sleepless nights. Your thoughts going over and over and over in your head. In your hopes, in your fears, you have the Ace of Wands. A new action. Aces are always the beginning of something, a creative endeavor. It's the opportunity that the universe hands you to see if you do take a new course of action. If you do use a creativity, a creative spark. Maybe a new way of defending yourself where it's not so hurtful to other people. Choosing your battles wisely. Because your outcome is conflict. Everybody in this card has a wand. Should build it this way. Well, I think it should be built this way. Well, I think it should be built this way. Everybody has an opinion, but nobody is on the same page. Nobody's working together. This could be inner conflict. Inner conflict about a religious factor. That maybe you believe excuse me, in something that everybody else doesn't? And because you are the Six of Cups depicted in this, that this is something that's gone on in the past. That this may be an ongoing battle. Maybe it's an ongoing battle of a religious factor. About something in a family, maybe. In a situation. In a relation. In a group of people. A family. And it bothers you. It bothers you. Because you keep standing your ground. You're not budging. You're not changing your mind. But there seems to be a new course of action. A new way of presenting this, maybe. A new way of turning this around so it's not so combative. And this is also rumors, gossip, mindless gibber. If I was to look at this as maybe you're a student and the Hierophant is about stability, about learning, and maybe you have a philosophy that goes against everybody else's way of thinking. If this was a business, that you have a certain way of this supposed to be done, structured, strictly by the books. And not everybody's on the same page as you. I don't see this as being a relationship. I don't see the cards of it in there. But this does have everything to do with something that you have faith in. Something that you're structured in. And you're going against the grain with it. And maybe perhaps you got your point to some people, but not everyone. And you're still on that page of maybe trying to convince somebody of where you're coming from. And they just don't get it. They don't see. Scorpio, I'm going to pull some clarifiers. Let's see what the Nine of Wands is. Elaborate on the Nine of Wands. Doesn't that make sense? Two more Knights of Wands. Knight of Swords. Oh boy, those just came flying out. Okay. So the first card that came out is the Five of Pentacles. In this card, you feel shut out. You feel left out in the cold. You feel abandoned. Segregated. Which kind of makes sense in what's going on here. And then we had a bunch of cards that came out that just wanted to come out. So I'm going to go with it. So the feeling shut out, this thing that bothers you in your mind. And then you have the Moon card. And the Moon card is deep intuition. It's also not seeing things clearly. Secrets, lies, deceptions is the other side. But see the veil over her face? That's what the Moon does on our plane. Things don't look as clear. And then you have the Hermit. And the hermit, he goes alone. He is a knowledge seeker. And he does this alone. And again, he uses his intuition. And the answers come from within him. He trusts on his own tuition. Then you have the world. A completion. An end of a cycle. And then you have the Four of Swords. And this is taking a retreat. This is taking a step back and thinking about it. And it makes sense with the Hermit. Pull yourself back from the situation. Gather some information. What you know what is going to be true. Because you might not be clear on something. And then you have the Star. And this is being divinely led. This is also a wish. And the Star card, they're pouring out the pitchers of water because she knows that they're going to be filled tomorrow. She's comfortable in her own skin and who she is. Then you have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is the walking away. And this is starting to make sense. Make a lot of sense here, Scorpio. The walking away. That you have these 8 cups. If you've collected. And they're just not fulfilling anymore. So, in the right away, you would see somebody going off and finding something that is fulfilling. Or something that makes that person feel complete. And what I see here, Scorpio, it's like you've been battling, your true beliefs. Who you are. It's been a struggle. And yeah, you might have said some harsh words. It's kind of like you had to. Not that you wanted to. And it bothers you. It bothers you that people can't see where you're coming from. From this situation, from, this idea, this something that you want to do. It's like if nobody's on the same page with you. But Scorpio, you are given an opportunity by the universe, okay, to take a new course of action. To create a way of maybe making these people see where you're coming from. How you feel about this. Because whatever this is, Scorpio, you feel strong about it. And you're going to defend it to the end. Whether everybody is going to be conflicting or confronting you, gossiping about you. But try to find that way, that creative, passionate side of you. Maybe this is a new way of approaching these people. A new way of making them see your side of things. Yeah, Scorpio. I think so. Okay. So, please like, share, subscribe, and just remember, give me some artwork if you have some. And I do private readings, so all the information is in the box below if you would like a private reading. And folks, I will see you in March. Take care.